Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
What are you doing, buddy?
You scared me. I didn't know you were here yet. Oh, my God.
What are you doing, buddy? What's shaking over there?
Just kicking it, you know.
I see the necropolis is coming together over there.
Yeah.
You
A lot of
cleaning over there?
Been cleaning, been painting, upgrading the necropolis control room. So,
Good.
actually, you know, it's looks great now. And I got a bunch of new stuff. So, could actually, you know, try to keep in line with the Vatican there.
Yeah, without that. Well, you know what's so funny? We were just talking about, you know, today with the music business compared to back when we were coming up, you know, like 80s, 1985, whatever. I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean, it really is pretty crazy. I mean, how studios can even stay in business.
I know.
I mean, what is it? Billie Eilish? I mean,
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, she made that record on a laptop.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, 60 gazillion records later or whatever. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
You know, I mean, you don't need, you know, the massive drum rooms. I'm saying, even with, you know, when the levee breaks with Zeppelin. You can get St. Patrick's Cathedral at the touch of a button now.
I hear you.
And no one knows the difference. And it actually is from St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Without a doubt.
They're recording the reverb.
They sample the air. It's pretty crazy, man.
So, I mean, I'm saying it's not like it's fake.
No, it's
actually that room.
Right.
Or
if you go in there,
alley or whatever. Like if we wanted a bowling alley reverb and you're like, man, the reverb sounds great in here. And it's just, we capture it and then you put it in a preset. So what I'm saying, it's just like, you know, for studios that it was just like, that was the big thing. It was like, I remember, you know, with No More Tears, you recorded that A&M. I don't know what that was back in the day, probably $3,000-$5,000 a day. Recording that A room, big room for Randy's drums. And
didn't even use
now you can get at the touch of a button. So I don't know how those studios are staying in business. To me, it blows my mind.
I know. Well, they invested, you know, years ago in a lot of great gear. You know, they spent, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars at some point. So those places will still, like, you know, be coveted, you know.
I mean, like, you know, like you said,
Abbey Road,
EQs and microphones and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said, like the new Poltex or whatever, like you were saying, like they're really good. You know, I mean, I'm just saying where they can hang with the old ones. You know, it's the same company making them, so we're gonna, you know, if we're gonna make them, we're gonna try and make them so they can hang with the classic versions of these EQs or whatever, and microphones and stuff like that. So, it just blows me away. I mean, I don't. You know, I mean, you can't be charging people that much money nowadays because it's not there.
I know. You got to fill your tank. Forget it.
Exactly. It's I got to pay for gas or I got to pay for the studio.
There you go. It's either gas, right?
It's either we put
I fill my tank. I can't go.
The 100,000 tour budget into the studio, or putting it into gas, getting to the studio. Oh boy.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
No, it's just it is pretty crazy. I think, you know, with that version of it, and then you know, I remember, you know, and Kenny, he's going to be putting his record out, a good buddy of ours, Father Dubman over there. You know, but Ken was just saying, he goes, yeah, well, you know how hard it is nowadays, and I was just thinking to myself, yeah, but back compared to 1985, 86, like, you know, we were talking about before, if you didn't get signed, it's before you know, after 30, it's over. The dream is over. Get a crummy job that you're miserable with, and then like sell all your gear and quit. And, you know, so it just, whereas nowadays with social media and everything, you know, you just do it yourself.
Like you said, you're your own boss, man. You could promote yourself, you know, at the drop of a hat. Like years ago, you'd have to like hire somebody to get these to different avenues all over the world. But now you have it right here.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know,
make a video, like you said, put it up, and
Yeah, that it's and I'm saying, like you said, you are the boss. You know, you're not reliant on anybody else, and then and then do it yourself, like a mom and pop shop.
Right.
Get the van, get the U-Haul, and start rolling.
Yeah, things are so different now than they were, in the 80s and the 90s, but you just got to adapt, and then just deal with it. You can't rebel against it, be like, well, I don't want to be a part of it. Well, then you're going to be done.
Yeah.
So
no, I mean, it really is the truth. I'm sure, like, even when MTV came in, like all the 70s artists, you have to embrace it. It's just like, what is this? It's just like, well, we're going to make a video, goes on this MTV, and they promote it. It's just like, what is this? Why do we have to do this? You know what I mean? It's almost because it's a new form of media.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, I remember reading this one thing with Robert Plant, and I remember him talking about when production started ramping up, with Pink Floyd and then Kiss coming along, and then, like production stuff. And Robert was like, what is this? Can't we just show up and play? What?
Right. They're about
what is all this other garbage, man? Why can't we just, because they're just used to them just getting up there and playing.
Yeah. On the bottom, on the ground, no riser, nothing.
No, I mean, well, look at the song remains the same. I mean, what's that light show? You watch that video, the lights don't change.
No, they got it from my basement.
No, exactly. What I'm just saying is they turn the lights on, and then that's it. Like I'm saying, if you're the lighting director, you're just hanging out with your friends out at the soundboard. You know what I mean?
Hammered and turn the light on.
I mean, like I was watching it not that long ago, and I just go, the lights aren't changing. They're not even changing. And I mean, all they are cans.
Right. The light man, he was detained.
He was detained.
He was detained. He was busy.
Yes, it's Hey, he just started dating Susan.
They're having a little lunch or something.
Frank had things to do. But I mean, I was just like, oh wow. And then it's just like, well, we either better get on board here or we're gonna get run over, bro. Yeah. So I mean, it's just another. I mean, it's just how everything evolves.
Without a doubt. You got to embrace it and adapt to it, or else you're just going to die, man.
Unless you're AC/DC and you just plow through it.
And you don't have to adapt to anything. We adapt to them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, well, this is the current trend. Maybe we should incorporate some of this into our music. No, we don't do that. We're AC/DC.
They don't even have a ballad.
No, they don't know. There's not even an acoustic guitar.
It's amazing.
On any albums.
I mean, the closest thing to a ballad is like Ride On, like a slow blues.
Or Big Balls.
Definitely. That's a ballad.
Yes.
But it's great. They have none. It's amazing. You know what I mean?
There's not like a Wild Horses or anything like that. No.
Never.
No, there's not a November Rain. There's no. AC/DC's like, we don't do that here. We're
rock and roll.
Peter Luger's. We're a steakhouse. Do you have any seafood? No, we don't do that.
No, we do the best steak there is.
Yes, that's all we do. And that's if you want something else, go somewhere else.
It really is how simple. Like the formula for them is, like you always say, the drummer, he doesn't even do a good look.
No, there are no drum fills. There are no drum fills.
Batch, like that's kind of it.
No, there isn't even a do-doom, nothing.
No, Phil Collins, there's nothing.
No. Like leading up to the chorus or leading up to a guitar solo, nothing.
It's crazy.
It's the best.
It really is.
There is no drum fills.
No.
Just do, and then bam, hit the cymbals.
Yeah, exactly. And it's amazing still to this day.
Yeah. To this day, you cannot spot a drum fill on an AC/DC record. No. We don't need those here.
No, get them out of here.
Right by that in the produce department. Right over drum fills.
Get that out of here.
Totally.
I hear you.
Pretty awesome though, man.
It's great. They really stuck to their guns since the beginning and never changed and just kept writing great shit.
No, like I said, like the Stones and Kiss embraced when disco was happening, I'm just saying, they
did.
Then JD pulled the ripcord, jumped out of the plane with the parachute.
Kisco, that killed it for me, man.
Yeah, but you took your records with you, and then when you landed, you smashed those as well, just out of anger and just stupid.
I was an angry 13-year-old.
Yep, and then you had to go rebuy them again.
Exactly.
So that was another sale for Kiss. So there you go, buddy.
Totally.
But yeah, it just they didn't dabble with the Stones with Miss You and Kiss with I Was Made for Loving You. But yeah, the AC/DC was like, nah, we'll let them have their fun with it. We're not going there.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so like you said, there is no right or wrong way to do anything.
No, that's just what they did, and it was just amazing.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just like, what anybody says, like, what's the right way? It's like batting or holding the guitar pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Swing. It's just like, no, whatever works for you.
Right.
There is definitely certain things, physics.
Yeah.
The less motion, the faster you could play.
But still, like you said, like how about some of these batters, like Julio Franco? Remember him when he put the bat?
Totally.
It was like, how are you doing this? You're wasting so much time and motion to get.
But for him, I guarantee it worked in his timing.
Yeah, and like the Joe Morgan with the
that's the habit.
Yeah, it was,
and I guarantee he probably didn't even know he was doing it.
No, he didn't. No,
So I mean, but yeah, it's just that there is no right or wrong way.
No.
There just really isn't. But
just whatever.
But yeah, it's just talking about with the music business. I mean, I'm saying like how Kenny was just saying that it's just so much different and this and that. I just go, yeah, but it isn't. Stop using fucking bad soap. Your skin hates you for it.
Go get yourself some fucking good soap instead.
Where? From fucking goodsoap.com, of course.
Yeah. Fucking Good Soap was started in 2018 in Portland, Oregon, with one purpose in mind: to make the best bar of soap in the universe and give anyone the middle finger while doing it. So it's not.
Yeah. Well,
it's
listen.
a promise.
So it's just not just a name. It's a promise.
It is a promise.
And it's handcrafted in small batch process. Most FG soap bars contain only 7 natural organic ingredients and start at just $7 each.
Ooh.
Bruce, take it from there.
Choose from 15 incredible scents, including spearmint and peppermint, ginger and lime, cucumber melon, and of course the insanely popular Man Bar with its perfect combination of mahogany and musk. Oh,
yeah, maybe Barb will want to hang out with me. I'm gonna get the mahogany and musk.
You better get that.
Be careful with this one, fellas. The panty soaker may have been a more appropriate name for it. Well, call to action. Here we go. Support a small business, smell fucking good, feel fucking good, and fuck some shit up.
Go to
fucking goodsoap.com and use the promo code GOOSE for 10% off your entire order.
Wow. That's fucking goodsoap.com for dirty mouths and clean bodies. You filthy fucking animals.
Yeah, that's fucking goodsoap.com. Yeah.
Smell fucking good.
Yeah. See these fellas.
Oh.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at that there. Look at that. See, yeah. Surprised you over to Outburn Magazine for letting us our mugs grace the cover. But
hey, all the work.
No, and we were saying even before, magazines.
Yeah.
A lot of magazines have gone under just because you can get them on your phone.
I know. Everybody reads everything on their phone now. Remember, we used to have to wait for Circus Magazine or Cream Magazine to see, if Kiss was going to be in it this month or Zeppelin or whatever. It's like it was a completely different time. And it was awesome, I got to say, because the mystique of everything was so great. We didn't know nothing. We had no idea about any of this, No,
just like how like you
are now.
Kiss would just appear at stage, and then they just disappear.
Magically disappear and then appear at the next place.
Yeah, and Nassau Coliseum, and then they appear at the Garden, and they appear down in Philly at the Spectrum. Yeah, they just
totally. Yeah.
No, they're not. You will never, like your teacher. You will never see them in the grocery store.
Yeah, that was like the weirdest thing ever, right? If you saw your teacher.
Oh my God, it's Mr. Anderson. What's he doing?
Get back in the classroom.
He doesn't exist outside of that.
What are you doing here?
Oh my God, so good. But no, it's just it's pretty crazy. And then, like you said, I mean, like with the magazines, but like you said, if you own a magazine, you got to adapt and you got to
Go online with it.
Put it on your phone, man.
Yeah, you got to go online like everything did. You know, like you said, when that bomb hit the internet, it took out a lot of things, but it also spawned a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, crazy.
I mean, it was so funny. I mean, it was just like when the Napster thing went down and Metallica, remember, they were just like, yeah, but this is like nobody saw the implosion and the meteor of that thing coming, man.
Well, actually, Lars did, right?
Yeah.
He was pissed, man.
No, he was just like, no, I don't care about us. We're already over on safe land. I'm talking about all the baby bands coming up.
They're going to get destroyed, and he was right, you know. But again, then you have to adapt, though. You just have to adapt to it, and that's really it, man.
Well, we were saying, I mean, you know, when you talk about like Kiss, remember Gene Simmons was saying, like, what's the point in even making records anymore? You know, it's saying when you're a catalog artist, whether you're Elton John or
Kiss need to make a new record.
Or like, you know,
Skinner.
Those Stones, do they need to make another record?
Yeah.
But then, like we were saying before, if Kiss made Dynasty, I mean, not Dynasty, like Destroyer.
Yeah.
With Beth and Detroit Rock City and all that, like.
Good is good, man.
Yeah, good is good. So, I mean, if Van Halen never existed and Eruption came out today.
Right.
Well, you know, I mean, obviously, I mean, because let's think about it. If Eddie didn't exist, then like no one would have been doing two-handed.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, he spawned the whole thing, regardless whether Steve Hackett or, you know, Buddy Hackett.
Buddy Hackett was better. I like him better, yes.
both equally devastating in comedy and music.
Yeah. I like Hackett more than Steve Howe, I think.
But I mean, you know, I'm just saying Eddie spawned the whole thing. So would, you know, like you said, if Eruption came out now and Spanish Fly, it would still have to be as devastating because good is good. So, you know.
But back then there was all this open ground and he just filled it, you know.
Yeah. Well, it didn't exist. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
it's amazing the impact he had because he changed music. He changed guitar playing.
Well, I mean, but think about this. Like this one girl was asking Ed when he was doing that Smithsonian thing, and he was saying, is rock and roll all about innovation or what? And it's just like, no, no one thinks to invent anything. I mean, Jimi Hendrix was just playing
what he felt.
Just playing.
Exactly.
He didn't wake up one day and just like understand that. Yeah, I mean, the majority of stuff he got from like Buddy Guy, he got from B.B. King, he got from all the guys that came before. You get it from the guys that come before you,
right?
You know, so I mean,
get your own, and then
you do your own thing with it, and like you know, Jimmy, you know, playing when he was doing the club circuit, people playing behind their head with their teeth and between their legs, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna try that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like somebody thinking I invented it. It's just like, no, I got it from watching Jimi Hendrix. You know what I mean? So, but you know, whatever. But it's just like, I was just laughing. I go, no one thinks about inventing anything. It's just like
happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, you know, if we're making cheeseburgers and all of a sudden then you make the jalapeno burger, you know, I mean, it's just like, oh, wow, they're really inventive. It's just like, no, it's just a good cheeseburger, but it's just kind of spicy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because we're living out here in California.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, you know, between the Mexican food and spicy food and everything, you know, and then we're just taking some of that and putting it on a burger. And it's just like, wow, that's an innovative burger. It's like, no, it's just because we're out here. If I was probably living in New Jersey, I wouldn't have came up with this.
Exactly.
But that's when we made the pizza burger.
That's amazing.
You know? Exactly. But yeah, so I'm just saying, you're just, well, you know, and it's your environment. You know what I mean? And your climate that you're around. I mean, if Jimi Hendrix wouldn't have been, because he completely embraced the whole 60s, the hippie movement and everything like that, and the psychedelics and everything like that. I mean, he completely embraced it. So if he was 24, 25, 26, 27 in the 50s, he would have completely embraced the 50s culture. You know, that it would have been Chuck Berry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which it was.
Without a doubt.
So, you know, I mean, Chuck was completely embracing his climate, what was around him at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like when you look at when King Edward and St. Rhodes came in with the pointy guitars, the stripes, the polka dots. I mean, that was just the evolution. That was them just embracing the times from the late 70s going into the 80s.
Yeah.
Where it was like a changing of the guard.
Yeah.
But it's their environment. You know, the layered hair, the poofy hair, you know, and then that's what was coming in. So, you know, you're kind of like a product
of your own environment, without a doubt.
Of the environment, of where it's coming out, you know.
And
so
thank God, like we said, like a lot of our favorite bands all grew up together in the same environment. So if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have had like the Sabbath and these bands that we love, you know?
Well, yeah. Well, and then like you have like certain movements. I mean, it's just like you said, it's like them all embracing, you know, the British invasion. You know, I mean, but I'm just saying, they all embraced the John Mayall thing, and they all embraced American blues, and then like next thing you know, it's just their version of it.
Right. Exactly.
You know. So, and it's just a twist on it because it's their interpretation of it is. If it wasn't them doing it from where they're coming from, it wouldn't have ended up the way it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there wouldn't Cream with just electrifying and playing blues more aggressive.
Right.
But that's where it's coming from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a tomato soup. They just happen to put tortilla in it, some chicken, and then some cheese, and then some Tabasco.
Right.
And here you go. But it's still tomato soup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the foundation of it.
Totally.
You know, the base of the soup. But and you know how everything evolves. But like you said, if like nowadays with social media and everything like that, where for the younger bands, you could just do it yourself. Whereas you I don't know, you couldn't do it that way back in the day.
No.
I mean, you could build up a following. And everything like that. I mean, like Van Halen was playing in front of 3,000 people before they ever got signed.
But all you could do is take out ads in newspapers.
Well, you would go to Cream magazine.
Yeah,
and then take out an ad.
And that was really it.
Yeah, I mean, but still, you could be self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just like, I mean, how Steve Vai did it. You know, Steve did it with his own thing. Steve was like, he was really brilliant. I mean, back then, I mean, at his age. You know, putting his own little record together, taking out ads for it and everything like that, and then doing it like pretty much what
mom and pop.
People are doing today.
Yeah,
you know, without a label and without anything, and just doing it yourself.
Yeah, totally.
You know, which is pretty cool. You know, I'm just saying, once again, so you're in control of everything, and you're not relying on anybody.
Yeah,
which is the way. At the end of the day, that's what you want.
Without a doubt.
I mean, that's true freedom right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not strapped up with anybody, or you got to owe anybody favors. I mean,
you don't want to do, you know what I mean? We do what we want, you know? Thank God, man. Yeah.
No, it's the truth, man. But so anyways, you getting ready for this tour, Goose?
Oh yeah.
We're going, I guess, out end of April. I guess we got Black Label Boot Camp going on. Yeah. April, and then May we got that run, and then I guess we're heading over to Europe. That should be fun.
Oh well, if it's
kind of like when Sinatra was getting ready right after Normandy. It's like, hey, well, we got shows going on.
I mean that's gonna be. We'll see what happens, Zachy. I mean, I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
It's this insane world we live in right now. This is 2022. It's not even 1945, which was only how many years ago? Even that.
Oh, I know. Like you said, it's not 500 years ago, bro.
No, man, it was like 80 years ago. So, you know,
no, we know how fast time flies, man.
Wow.
I mean, it's already, you know, we're already 12 years deep, or actually 13 years deep when we were making Order of the Black, the first album in the Vatican.
Yeah.
That's already 13 years ago. Like when we were working on it, because it came out in 2010.
Yeah, a whole school term from kindergarten to 12th grade.
Wow,
that's crazy.
I mean, because I just every time 4 years goes rolling by, I just equate that to
high school.
High school, and I don't ever remember high school going by
that fast. No way.
I was like watching paint dry, bro.
Without a doubt.
I mean, not that I had my friends and everything like that. We had a great time and everything like that in high school. So I enjoyed myself. But I mean, no, No, I don't remember it going by that fast, though, man.
No.
I mean, now when things are just blazing by, it's just like, wow. And we always say it before we get on stage. It's just like this thing is going to be over before you know it. And whether we're out for 6 weeks or whatever. And it's just like, well, we got 2 shows left. And it's just like, wow. Just felt like we were just talking about this the other day.
December, January, and February are gone already since we got.
Yeah, we were out on the road all of October and November.
Yep. And that was a long one. It was great. And then we've been home even longer than that one already now.
Yeah. I know, really man.
Insane, man.
No, it's just blazing by.
It really is.
Wow. Let's just think about it. I mean, just like that. Tom Brady must just look at his whole career and just go like this, where did that go? 20 some odd years, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Or Zeppelin. I mean, Jimmy Page is supposed to look like that 12 years of his life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
gone, and that was it.
Yeah, from Order of the Black to now is 13 years. So I'm just saying.
Right, just there.
Yeah, well, I told you, with Sabatini, went to go, Barb took the little guy to go see, took your godson to go see the Stones.
Mm-hmm.
And Mick said on stage, he was like, yeah, it's been 60 years ago that me and Keith first met. Oh, my God.
60 years ago.
They must just look at each other like, bro, that seems like a high school term ago. You know what I mean?
That's
60. That seems like 60 years ago. You know what I mean? Like our 30th anniversary with No More Tears. I'm like, 30 years ago.
Right.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
I know. It
seems like 30 years ago. Yeah, totally, man.
It's really crazy. We've known each other 36 years now.
Wow.
36 years.
When I met you down at Close Encounters and you broke Donnie Fenimore's bass string.
Yeah, we were jamming. That was it. But that was 36 years ago. Never mind.
Septic. What a septic.
I wanted to get into Cyrus.
Yeah, then you had to go home, get another string, and fix his G string. Just for fucking it up.
G string.
Slapping away. The funk master.
He had to remove his other thong before I put his G string on.
Oh, my God. Oh, my.
Yeah. Man, it's going so fast, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just like even with us, it's just you got 3 years in between records kind of now. I mean, like in the 70s, everyone was putting out an album a year.
Yeah.
I mean, early Black Label was album a year, sometimes 2 albums in a year.
Yeah. Right? Like Kiss, Destroyer and Rock and Roll Over came in the same year.
And Torn.
Yeah. Amazing. It's like amazing. Nowadays, they would have never done that.
Well, yeah, because you think about it, the world tour, you could tour for a year and a half.
Off one record.
Yeah, to play everywhere.
Totally.
I mean, if you're going to do America, then we go Canada, then you go South America, then you come back, then you go Europe, then you come back, then we go Asia, then you come back. I mean, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Back then, a tour was 6 weeks, and that was the tour.
Yeah, it wasn't like now.
No, there wasn't a year and a half, 2-year tour.
No, and obviously it's because record sales had a lot to do with it because people could live off their record sales. Nowadays, you can't. You got to tour.
Yeah, that's what So I'm saying for the younger bands. But then again, like I said, though, I mean, it just, I guess you get, like you said, I mean, the social media and then try and get, for the younger bands, trying to come out. If we had to do it all over again, you just put your video out there up on YouTube and just promote as much as you can and just build it and be your own boss. Yeah. Like you said, Billie Eilish. Here she is. What is she doing? Stadiums and arenas now. You know what I mean? Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. Oh, my God.
Unleashing the Eastie.
I'm hip. I'm with the times. I know what's going on. Billie Eilish. Alakakajishi.
Really phenomenal.
Thank you. Oh, my God.
You ain't kidding, buddy.
Oh, my. Yeah. So we'll be out there rolling before you know it. But Europe should be pretty interesting.
Well, yeah. Right? Bombs flying over. Yeah, we're playing tonight.
I mean, the crazy thing, we were just over in Russia
I know.
That was on the last run.
Well, yeah, it was a couple years.
2018, 2019.
Yeah.
We were over there, and now this. Yeah.
That's pretty forever.
Pretty insane.
Yeah, it really is a crazy world, man. It's I can't imagine living over there. Wow.
Well, we're gonna see. I mean, this is crazy. I'm just saying, like I'm just looking at all these dates coming in and everything. And I'm just picturing, okay, let's see if this happens.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah,
but
and we'll get canceled, and people will blame us. Why'd you fucking cancel? What? Do you see what's going on here?
Oh my God.
Fucking crazy, man.
Well, talking about in other news, Goose.
What's that, buddy?
Van Vader, Hall of Fame.
I saw that.
What do you think of that?
Well, it waited, a few years too late, right?
Yeah, I know. It'd be good if he was still around and he's in the Hall of Fame. But the legendary Van Vader.
He was, like you said, he was probably the best big man of all time.
I would have to say, without a doubt.
I mean, his
most agile,
is most athletic.
And the best is, the trivia question you can tell everybody when you're at a party.
Yeah.
Put $100 down and see if anybody gets it, though. That he played for the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
In Super Bowl 14.
Yeah.
Offensive line.
No,
against the Steelers, Rams Steelers.
Right. No.
And I was like, wow. But it actually makes sense. I'm saying for how athletic he is.
Exactly.
Because offensive linemen, I mean, yeah, they're big guys, but you can't just be a big blob.
No, you got to be an agile.
Oh, yeah, you have to have footwork and you have to be agile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to be, especially when you have guards that got to pull and everything like that. Bro, you got to.
Yeah.
You have to have some skills. Maybe not as good as Fred Astaire, but you still got to be able to move.
A little soft shoe in there.
Yeah, you got to have some footwork. But but Van Vader, I agree with you.
Yeah, he was really phenomenal, man. I mean, King Kong Bundy and them guys, they couldn't do the things that Vader did.
I don't know, even though Bam Bam Bigelow was great too.
He was.
But I don't know if they're doing top rope stuff and all that stuff that Bam was doing.
Bam Bam's a good one because he was great.
Without a doubt.
I met him at Birch Hill one night.
Wow. That's great.
And he was awesome. He was a great dude, man.
Yeah, well, he was a New Jersey guy.
Yeah. My buddy used to see him at church.
Wow.
On Sundays, like, man, I'm turning around and see this bald dude with tattoos all over.
He would say prayers for everyone who's going to be putting a beating on.
Exactly. He's a good Italian. He's a good, good Italian, a New Jersey guy, right?
Yeah, Bam Bam Bigelow, Bill. But that's pretty cool, man.
Yes, so they're recognizing him. And then what about? Let me see. The other Hall of Fame, Priest was calling on people to vote for them. So maybe they'll get in. We'll see, Zakk. I don't know.
Well, now we're talking about the Hall of Fame with Judas Priest.
Yeah, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
How they're not? Why are they not in there already? I mean, we already know they're in there.
Yeah, I know. It's just so it's stupid.
I mean, how they've influenced so many bands and
right. I don't know if they're all.
It's just like once again, I need to know who this council is that votes these people in. I just love it. I know.
Like nope, breaking the law. Nope.
I just don't get it. I mean, we talked about it before. We know every band that's already in here.
Exactly.
I mean,
we could have one ceremony and call it a day.
Yeah, well, that's what you would do, and then you'd have to Then there's no reason to show up again.
Yeah.
So we have to keep them off.
Yeah,
We'll put them in the next 5 years.
Right. Well, they made the rule, right? The 25-year rule or something.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I guess for Black Label to go, we'll make that a 250-year list, okay? Put them over in that bin. And then when it gets close to 250 years to put Black Label in the Hall of Fame, they'll go, actually, we've changed the rule. What is it now? 3 centuries. Before Black Label.
We got a long wait, man.
Actually, just put them in the file of no thanks.
Return to sender. Get out of here. Let's get this shit out of here.
Oh my God. But yeah, my white, my original Randy Les Paul, right? The white, the Alpine white one.
Yeah.
That is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. They go, we'll take the guitar. And with the receipt, by the way, it was $800 then, man, for that guitar. From Joe at Musician's Workshop.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is the guitar's there with the receipt.
Yeah. But you're no dude.
He could stay outside.
Well, no, you could purchase a ticket if you'd like to come.
If you want to see the guitar.
The guitar that you brought from Joe at Musician's Workshop. That's great. That is awesome. You don't even get a discount. You got to pay full price, probably.
Yeah, pretty much. They jack it up. Even actually, I have to pay more. How come to get in, it's $10. How come I'm paying $150 to get in? Their excuse is this. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't like you.
They don't even give me that. It's just, we're not sure.
Just give you some malarkey.
Yeah, exactly. That is a bunch of malarkey. But yeah, Goose. But all right, man. Well, I guess we're gonna be. I got to go over some of these songs so I can get ready for the Black Label Boot Camp at the end of April.
We got to start standing up and playing again.
Yes, it's time to start.
Everybody thinks I would stand up and play all day and shit at home. Like, I haven't stood up since the last gig.
Well, the best is this. Whenever you see photos of all our favorite artists, standing up playing guitar or bass in the studio.
Yeah.
Why would you do that when you could sit?
I mean, I'd like to sit. I'd sit on stage.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's how you practice.
I hear you.
That's how you always play, sitting down.
I remember we did the Unblackened run and we were sitting down and a couple of the fans got mad at us, remember?
Stand up.
Get up! Get up! Like, okay. That was so great, man. Oh, that was funny.
Guy sitting right in front of you.
Get up! Yeah, totally. Well, that happens every night. You. I'm better than you. I'm way better. I smoke you. I'm like, you probably do.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so great.
I get that from Barb's old boyfriends.
Oh yeah. I smoke you.
I smoke you. I'm better than you.
You probably are.
You probably are.
Yeah.
Well, I won.
Barb didn't, but maybe you did. But
yeah, they're just like,
okay. It's terrible.
Oh man. All right, Goose. Well, great chatting with you once again, my brother.
I will talk to you soon, my brother.
All right, bud. Talk to you in a bit, Goose.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later, Zachy.